Finding a spot around Montgomery County's courthouse comes with restrictions and a price. Or finding one of these on your windshield.
Frustrating as can be.
It's something Mark Pavlik knows all too well. When we met him, he got a ticket for not paying the meter. He's parked behind this Nissan. It's not ticketed, but its meter is also blinking zeros.
I'm sure it has to be somebody important.
It is someone important's car. Norristown Council President Sonia Sanders. Instead of a ticket, she has this, a Norristown placard that reads, "Official Business." According to the borough, the placards allow the holder to park in a metered spot for official municipal business. We saw time and again Sanders' car parked for hours, placard in place, around the Montgomery County Courthouse. It is unclear what, if any, official Norristown business the part-time councilwoman was conducting. But we do know she works full-time, Monday through Friday, for the county sheriff's department inside the courthouse.
If I have to pay the meter, everybody else should.
It isn't the only time we see Sanders using her parking privilege. Here she is pulling up to the end of the block. It's not even a legal parking spot. There's no meter here, and the car is past the yellow faded line. We watch her get out, cross the street, and head to her day job. For more than a week, we watch and record her parking habits. Her car seems to be immune from tickets and time limits. We're there when a traffic enforcement officer passes up her car without writing a ticket.
Official business.
Because the placard is in the window.
Councilwoman, how are you?
She declined to schedule an interview, so we caught up with her in the borough parking lot before a council meeting.
Why haven't you been paying for parking, ma'am?
Instead of answering, she gets into a fellow council member's car and they drive away. Minutes later, we see them down the street, this time with a police escort to a back entrance.
Why do you not have to pay to park?
I do have to pay.
You did not pay.
When we go inside the council chambers for clarification, Sanders doesn't show up for the council meeting. We see her leaving the borough parking lot as it begins. According to the Magistral District Court in Norristown, Councilwoman Sanders has a history of parking problems. Some she's pleaded guilty to. Others she still owes money on, like her ticket from 2006 for parking too close to a fire hydrant. She also hasn't paid 2 tickets she picked up last year. In an interesting twist, Sanders' daytime boss, Montgomery County Sheriff Sean Kilkenny, actually works for her as Norristown Borough Solicitor. He says Sanders pays $30 each month to park in a staff garage. Kilkenny tells us he spoke with Sanders about what we found and asked her to use the garage parking spot. He says she agreed to. And the police chief says it would be impossible for his parking enforcement officers to detect what our cameras caught.
If they have that placard up, you think they're doing what they're supposed to be doing?
Well, that would be the assumption we would make, absolutely.
Since we last saw the councilwoman, we haven't seen her car on the streets around the courthouse. For the investigators, I'm Mitch Blocker, NBC 10 News.
In an email statement to the NBC 10 investigators, Councilwoman Sanders says she made an error in judgment in the use of the municipal parking placard, and she'll give her monthly June stipend, which is about $400, to Norristown's general fund. She says that will more than cover the relevant parking fees.